Oh, okay.
recommended you.
So it's Dan's fault.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all
All
Dan's
right.
fault.
I'll give him a hard time about it this afternoon.
Alright.
Welcome to Interviews with Professor. Today we are joined by physics professor / chair of the physics department, Roger Tobin. Welcome. You may notice that we're in a different setting. We got kicked out of our room today by the African drumming group, Kiwi. So
How's anyone going to know it's a different setting when you put it back?
We can't because there's no green screen.
Oh,
so unfortunately the background
This
is not
the best
that
we're gonna
good
do.
looking.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could also have pretended that was a green screen. Like
We can
this was
still
the
pretend that
backdrop.
that's a green
Yeah.
screen.
As long as you edit this conversation out, right?
Yeah.
Well, before we get too deep into the interview, we brought a little snack for
Yeah,
you
it's
today.
customary to have a snack. Today we
And-
brought Lunchables.
Oh, lovely.
It's been
A while.
over 10 years since I've had Lunchables.
Yeah.
Probably. You don't have to eat it, but
A bite, you
a
know.
bite would be nice.
I might do it.
There's an Airheads in here.
That's great.
Look at this cherry. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try
I'm going to let
this.
you guys try it
All right,
first
yeah.
and see,
Yeah, we're gonna
see how it goes.
It's a familiar taste from a long
All
time
right,
ago.
well, I'll try one. I'll take a bite. See, I'm an experimentalist, so I want to observe,
Definitely worth a bite.
observe the results of the test before I invest in it.
You know, I'll try it. How's the pepperoni?
Try it, please. I can't really distinguish between the texture of the bread and the pepperoni, to be quite honest. Now, I've heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true, is your father the economist?
Well, he
Tobin.
was. He was.
Professor
Yes,
Tobin,
he
yeah.
passed away 10 years ago, but yes, he was the
Yeah.
economist James Tobin.
Of the famous Tobit model.
Yes. And his knowledge and intelligence ranged far and wide beyond economics. So
Yeah.
it was not easy to find something that, he didn't really
Yeah.
know a lot about.
So we thought, on that subject, play a little game called Physics or Economics. I'll name a term, and you say whether it's more applicable to physics or economics.
Okay.
It's all you.
Equilibrium.
Ooh, I would say physics. Not that it doesn't go with economics,
All right.
but I'm going to go
Okay,
with physics.
I got one. Money.
Definitely economics.
Okay.
Rationality.
Physics.
Black
Okay.
hole.
Economics.
Ben Bernanke.
I'm going to go with economics on that one. Although, do you know that Paul Krugman wrote a paper when he was an assistant professor on the economics of interstellar trade, taking into account the implications of the special theory of relativity on things like interest rates and
Interstellar
so
trade.
on. Yes, he wrote a paper on this. He said
That's awesome.
and he wrote that. How did he put it? He wrote that this is a serious paper about a ridiculous subject, which means it's the opposite of most economics papers.
Why isn't the $1 coin more? I know this isn't your field, but now I'm just posing this question generally. Why didn't it catch on? Why didn't the Sacagawea catch on?
Boy, I don't know. You need to talk to one of the social psychologists or something. I think on that one or
Sam Summers.
something. I don't know.
I think it's because we like to hoard gold.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
they introduced that, because nobody was buying this silver one. I don't know why dollar coins don't catch on. I don't.
'Cause I would-
get it.
I like dollar coins and like the conti.
But we don't like coins. We don't like coins.
Actually, nobody likes coins at all anymore. So
I read that you did a paper on steroid use in baseball and home run production.
I did.
So that's baseball is a way that you try to apply physics to sort of a fun.
The question that occurred to me was, could it even really be that steroids could have that big an effect that they could make home runs go up from 60 to 70? I mean, it just seemed way out of proportion to the effects you were seeing in other sports.
Mm-hmm.
And after a whole bunch of analysis and modeling, my answer was yes. And the basic reason is that home home runs are relatively rare events.
Right.
And they're on sort of this sharply falling tail of sort of a distribution of how far balls are hit. And so you don't have to shift the distribution very much to get a big increase in the number of balls that just make it over the fence.
Okay.
And so you get this sort of leveraging. And so even though the physical effect on the player of the steroids is relatively modest, it's no reason to think it's any bigger on baseball players than it is on sprinters. And the effect on bat speed is relatively modest. A small effect on bat speed can have a big effect on home runs if you're already an incredible home run hitter.
What type of music do you like?
I like jazz.
Jazz. Oh, okay.
Maybe I should have taken physics 1.